widow lived in a small cottage near a grove. She was a mother to 2 daughters and was very religious. She had many animals, including 3 large sows, 3 cows, and a sheep named Molly. She had a yard enclosed all around with sticks, and a dry ditch, and in it she had a cock. This cock's name was Chanticleer. Had the best crowing in all the land. He knew by nature each coming of the hour. Chanticleer's comb was redder than fine coral. He had a jet black bill, and his hue like burnished gold. Along with this noble cock, there were 7 hens. All 7 were sisters, and all were married to Chanticleer. However, the finest hen was the loving Mademoiselle Pertolette. She held the heart of Chanticleer. She is as lovely as Chanticleer is magnificent. One night, Chanticleer had a terrible dream. He dreamed about a murder, and in it he feared that he was in harm's way. The murderer he described was between yellow and red in color, his tail and ears tipped with black, his snout slender with 2 glowing eyes. Mademoiselle Pertolette was absolutely ashamed. "Fie upon you, heartless coward," she said to him. Mademoiselle Pertolette believes the dream to be a result of some physical malady, and she promises him she will find some purgative herbs. She urges him not to dread something as imaginative as a dream. To convince her that the dream was important, he tells the stories of men who dreamed of a murder, then discovered it. These stories include a man murdered in an ox stall after dreaming so, and a sailor whose ship sunk after a nightmare, to alluding Daniel in the Old Testament regarding dreaming in vain. A great author once wrote about 2 travelers on pilgrimage, but they could not find a cottage to stay in for the night, since the town was full. Therefore they had to part company for the night, one being lodged in a stall far off in the yard with oxen, while the other went into a house. That night before dawn, this man dreamed of his friend being murdered by an ox that night in the stall. Taking no heed of this, he ignored the dream. The next morning, looking for his friend in the stall, he was left empty-handed, as his friend has disappeared. With no help from the innkeeper, the man remembers his dream, and goes to look in the place where his friend was slain, and discovers his companion laid upon a cart. The next tale is of 2 men passing over the sea in a distant land, but because of the wind, they were forced to stay in the city for the night, planning to sail far early in the morning. One man As one of the men slept in their bed peacefully, they dreamt of a man standing beside the bed, ordering him to wait to sail, because if he does not, he will get drowned. Telling his friend about the dream, he was mocked and left alone, as his friend wanted to continue the journey. Before he had voyaged half of his journey, the ship's bottom was torn open, and down went the ship and the man. Therefore no person shall take dreams lightly, as these examples prove to be truthful. Dreams are to be feared. Chanticleer hopes that this will make Mademoiselle believe that these dreams are important. He then praises her beauty, and the 2 make love in a barnyard fashion. One night in May, a hungry fox stalks Chanticleer and his wives, watching their every move. The next day, while chasing a butterfly, Chanticleer notices the fox. The fox confronts him courteously, telling him not to be afraid. The fox convinces Chanticleer to sing by flattery, and he beats his wings with pride, stands tall, and stretches out his neck. He closes his eyes and crows loudly. The fox reaches out and grabs him by the throat, and then takes Chanticleer with him into the woods. No one witnesses this happen. The widow and her daughters hear the screeching and see the fox run off with Chanticleer. The dogs follow, and all the other barn animals follow after them. The fox and Chanticleer hear the animals coming after them, and smartly, Chanticleer suggests that he turn around and face them. However, which the fox does, so Chanticleer flops away inside his mouth and into a high tree. The fox tries to flatter him to come down, but his tricks don't work this time. He tells the fox that the flattery will work for him no more.